we couldn't find a suitable replacement, and we've suffered that for Rodri. So, just countering your argument that this is the end of Pep's era.
The end of Pep's domination.
Anyway, I know Pep is getting tired, but I'm giving him another 2 seasons.
I don't see him at City for 2 seasons.
Relax. But the Pep he has an ego, and he has to redeem himself. Yeah. So I'm giving him another 2 seasons. He'll win the Premier League, and he might challenge for another UCL. So I shall be back here, guys, and let's discuss.
No worries. You're very much welcome.
This is you're going to click. Mnaona ni kama tunafaa kuleta Casball podcast.
Yeah?
Casball.
Staki controversy. We are not here for me.
Akakujua ball.
Yeah, nakaka kwa sababu ni wale wasa kwa sababu kichana kwa mfuko. Anyway guys, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good whatever your time you're watching us from. This is the alternate channel.
Yeah,
and kama kawaida Kiare Kahego over here.
Vicky over here.
Vicky pale. Then I have a treble winner.
Yep.
4-pit winner.
Yep.
A centurion. Buddha. Today we have a City fan. You're done.
Yeah, man.
Take it away, my guy.
Hi guys, my name is Danzuki, representing 4 times in a row champions, Man City.
Unajua Dan, producer kwa mtu wa Man City. Sasa tukipiga hapa content ya City, aizi toka pale akuja kiti empty.
Yeah.
Hii kiti empty by the way iko na msee hapa. Anakuja. But anyway, Dan, we're glad to have you here.
Asante.
And there's only one place you can start from. There's only one place you can start from. We will start from the Bernabeu.
Exactly.
Sasa unanirudisha huko ndo
tulia. Kuna mpangilio wa vitu
Mpangilio manze sikupatia run of order manze. Ningekuwa
kuna mpangilio lakini
ujue
kulikuwa na kitu ilisemwa tukaambiwa Nico Gonzalez has arrived.
Mini Rodri
Mamush has arrived. Unajua kuna design mlipiga Newcastle mkaona Bernabeu hapa comeback. Anyways, take it away. What happened my guy?
Well, that Real Madrid game, personally it's kwanda tutakula bao mingi hivyo.
Kama 2-1.
I was hoping tunaweza push kwa extra time.
Yeah.
Maybe tuwashike to push in the extra time, then we win on penalties. That was my prediction.
Wow.
However, I remember tulienda kwa hiyo game by the time hata na keti nianze kuenjoy even ka drink kangu.
You didn't even have time to enjoy
the thing, man. So yeah, but this season see too.
Okay.
So even with the signings of January, I still feel it's a very, in terms of the squad Kujel, we're still very young.
Yeah.
With key players missing like Rodri, injuries. Stones alipata injury very early in the game. Yeah. So me accept fate ya Bernabeu na Real Madrid. Yeah, so we wish Real Madrid the best. Hope watashinda 16.
Hey, do you know they're facing Atletico?
That is a discussion for another time. So in the round of 16, I have a question, and I asked this last season, and this season is still going. Ruben Diaz, what is happening to Mandem?
Ruben?
Yeah, he has been shit ever since last season. Let's be honest. Ama you think he's still the same Ruben you had 2 seasons ago when he won the treble?
Well, I can't say much about Ruben. I think our style of play, especially how Pep wants his team to go up,
to push up.
Yeah. If you don't have like a small mistake you can easily blame on the defenders.
Yeah.
But I think Trippier also this season we suffered mentality. I think also with Pep not being okay, we know what's happening.
Tactics have gone with the
You know, there's someone who said that they've tasted beer. But they guys, if you haven't had a beer from the beer district, come sample some beers.
Yeah.
There's someone who said they've tasted beer and they've tasted love, and they highly recommend beer.
For sure. That's tactics zilienda na divorce.
Sasa Guardiola I think saizi Guardiola kamuuliza, hey, you give me a beer.
But funny thing, this season Man City, all players who have had issues with their wives. Kyle Walker had an issue with the wife. Foden, CJ had an issue. Like CJ season, what happened? It's like everything was working against us being in good form. Yeah, so according to our squad and our team, I'm very confident. I'm sure we'll make a comeback. But for this season, I'm afraid we only have FA, and I don't know if we are still going to challenge for it, but it's still too early. Still too early.
Plymouth is a tough opponent, by the way.
Not for City.
But
not for City.
I get the joke. I see.
But anyway, let me talk about the banner, because we last week we did a roundup for the Champions League.
Yeah.
And Zeus, Vicky, and I we had Madrid winning that time
comfortably.
And this is the reason why. We knew City are going to go to the Bernabeu and attack the game.
Yeah.
And that's why you lose it. Because at this point in the season, you don't have legs. You don't have legs and players to actually give you a solid 60 minutes of press. 60 minutes of press. Because you see, Man City, there is a way they can choke you into a corner and you cannot get out of that place. But right now, how the team is set up, because Gundo is out of legs, Bernardo is out of legs, Nico Gonzalez, he had so much ground to cover in the middle, because how Guardiola set up the team was Savio and Mamouche playing as the outward forwards. And they got so confused when because at some point when Tchouaméni was drifting back to get the ball, Nico was confused. He was like, should I track him back, or Mamouche, can he get him? Because when the Mamouche goes to get Tchouaméni, Valverde gets the ball. So there was so much spaces, and Madrid knew if we can make the pitch as wide as possible, this is where we are going to get this team. And that's why they got you guys, because you see, in the beginning how the game started, you guys played a high line, a crazy high line. And you see, when you play a crazy high line, you have to also apply a high pressure. But you don't have those players. Because Mamouche is not defensively astute. Anaweza kuwa mzuri sana offensively. But picking the decision to mark either the DM who's drifting back to become a third center back, or going to Valverde to pick him as a man, then there's so much space in between. And that's because you can even how when Mbappe scored his second goal, ile aliosha Vardio ndio namwambia check you mse, ndio unafanya chini, get up. Because you see, there was Bellingham took the ball from an easy space in the middle, played it to Vini, because now Vardiol alikuwa anashindoa, okay, there is space ahead of me, Bellingham is free. Anaenda kuchukua Bellingham, ake na yeye alikuwa, the defense was you just didn't play.
It's not just the defense. The midfield was not even supporting the defense. In the middle it was just an empty space. The Real could, because Gonzalez hakuna ajua what to do. At some point, Bernardo, do I drift out wide? Do I come in the middle? Because Nico is alone. And Nico was getting cooked alone.
Even for him to actually ask for Vini's shots.
No, wait. He started with Mbappe's shot. He wanted to mix both. Give me your shot, Vini, I booked your shot. But one thing about, as much as you were missing in that game, the only positive you had on that game is Kuzanov. Remember when he played his first game alikuwa wasiwasi versus Chelsea? Mandem, he held his own versus Vinicius Junior. Tarek can give it to him. Vini is the one game we expected Vini to shine. Hata ulikuwa unajua you play Kuzanov against Vini. Ukikumbuka venye alikuwa wasiwasi na Chelsea, you like, hapa tunamu-exploit vibaya, but it was not Kujanov who was getting exploited.
But now do you see now why Ancelotti is clever? Ancelotti is clever because he said he realized, okay, fine, if I create a 2v1 on Kujanov, then I'm going to cook him. And that's how they got the second goal. Because what was Rodrigo doing on that wing? Because Kujanov alishindwa, okay, nikimwendea nje ya box ndacha space nyuma. Because he was caught between two minds.
Yeah.
That's why it was an easy nutmeg. Akapigwa nutmeg hapo, Vadil akakuja ankle breaker.
Just go.
I actually thought I was watching Kyrie Irving. Manze, the ankle breaker hapo ilikuwa crazy.
Noma.
Ilikuwa noma. But I think this is my honest opinion about Man City. Probably I'm going to be slated for this, but I feel like Pep era of domination in football with Man City is over.
Man, it's too early to say that. And this is the reason I'm saying it.
Okay.
We also, at the start of the season, actually, last season, we weren't even supposed to win the title.
Yeah.
Last season, I think Arsenal,
we did the usual thing.
Yeah, you did the usual
And
thing.
it's just not on us, by the last season with some of that is not on us. We did the best we could.
But you did
it is on Liverpool. It is what's on Liverpool.
No. So here's
How do you
the thing.
blame Liverpool for City winning the league?
No, it's not about City. Brian, listen. Before you go, as an Arsenal fan, here's the thing. At game week 30, Liverpool had a 42% chance of winning. Why? No. Before you talk,
don't use Opta stats.
See Opta stats, Brian. It's not about stats. It's about the fixtures every team had when it was 8 games left. You know what the hardest of all fixtures between City, Liverpool, and Arsenal? It was Arsenal. Liverpool had the easiest run of fixtures on paper.
But you won everything else apart from Villa.
Exactly.
But who have a hard fixture?
We did. You didn't have, on paper, bro. You had to play Chelsea. You had to play Man United. You had to play Man City. Aston Villa. Yeah,
Chelsea is not a hard fixture for Arsenal.
Anyway,
see hard. We played them after one game. We played them. We see if they're not hard.
I was saying something.
Yeah.
You see, even how we finished last season, we weren't the best team.
Yeah,
we just won because other teams thought that this is the Pep Man City. Nah. We were good, but we weren't the best team. So even at the start of this season, I remember telling my fellow Man City fans, if we don't do proper signings, especially Kwanzaa, we did a blunder bringing back Gundo.
Yeah,
that was a blunder.
Big one.
That was a blunder.
We didn't think about if we lost our key midfielders, what was the other options, and that's why when Rodri left, we couldn't find a suitable replacement, and we've suffered that for Rodri. So, just countering your argument that this is the end of Pep's era.
The end of Pep's domination.
Anyway, I know Pep is getting tired, but I'm giving him another 2 seasons.
I don't see him at City for 2 seasons.
Relax. But the Pep he has an ego and he has to redeem himself. Yeah. So I'm giving him another 2 seasons. He'll win the Premier League and he might challenge for another UCL. So I shall be back here, guys, and let's discuss.
No worries. You're very much welcome.
This is you're going to clip that.
Yes,
you're going to clip that part. Let me tell you why I feel the era is over. It's been a good decade for Man City, proper decade. I don't talk about the charges because that's not within anyone's control on this table, right? Yeah. But look at it this way: you guys are losing the core team that won the treble. It is in Ederson, KDB, Bernardo, Walker. Stones looks like he's a bit on. He's young, yes, but he looks like his career is quickly dwindling in Man City, right? Because he doesn't look like he can stay fit for a whole 38 games. Ameanza kuwa na recurrent injuries. Ake pia his hamstrings look to be and those are problems that I think Guardiola is going to sit down and be like, I can't rely on this guy to give me a UCL a whole next season. Because if you're to win the UCL and probably challenge for the Premier League and another domestic cup, that's almost 45 games to 50, right? So there is going to be so many games. So if you look at KDB, Ederson, Stones, Bernardo, Gundo, Walker, the core team, they're leaving.
Yeah.
So if you are to win a whole other Premier League, you're going to suffer the same things you're suffering right now because players have not gelled. because you're going to find okay Mamush doesn't need to gel. Mamush is he walks straight in and starts the game.
Nika Haaland, so
those
players wanakubali.
Hata Nico doesn't need to adapt. He knows football, and that's the good thing of signing someone who knows football. Haaland doesn't need. Haaland is Haaland.
Just to make a quick comment, I agree. We'll see some key players move, but I've seen this before. I've seen David Silva go. I've seen Aguero go. I've seen Company go, and still, the team that I never thought would have delivered the UCL delivered the UCL in a season that actually that season when we started, no one could think Man City could go all the way.
Yeah. You are slithering your way.
Yeah. So we'll start next season with very high mentality. That I'm sure.
Okay.
And we're in our worst season ever, but we're still in top 4. You see, we're in our worst season.
We expect you to be in top 4 actually. We expect Man City
to be top 4.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter who.
Hata mngepata Sam Allardyce as the manager. Bado mnamaliza top 4. Because you see, it's not really about the management, but it's about the players.
The players who are there.
City has a beast mentality. That team has a beast mentality.
Winning mentality.
Winning mentality for City. You have the players and you have the core team. The problem comes in when sometimes, when those injuries start to occur so much. Because you see, like and like the loan deal for Walker, I believe it came around because he was looking like he's becoming now the weak link for the team.
Yeah, for sure.
Because bao zenyu zote kutoka August mpaka December. Hapo side right.
Zimekuwa hapo sana.
So I think Pep was like, let me just do away the problem mapema before it becomes now a cancer.
I start looking for a solution as early as now.
Yeah, as early as now. And you see, he got in Kujanov. Kujanov by next season, he atakuwa ameelewa what is happening in the Premier League. Because Premier is not as soft.
Yeah, for
Kuna
sure.
place alienda kupress Bellingham. I sent you guys that link. Alienda kupress Bellingham karibu kwa corner. Bellingham akadink shoulder akamwacha chini. And the boy just lie down. And you see, normally you expect him to get up and run back, but he doesn't have those legs because you see center backs on Agambio. Then they just like playing slowly. But like you're saying, if Pep wins another Premier League, man,
he'll win another Premier League, and I'm sure this is what will happen. He'll win, if he wins another major title, then he'll leave. He'll live with his head high. Yeah, that's what I'm predicting.
Okay. What do you think, Vicky? Will Pep give us another?
No, I'm telling you, it's not a City for 2 seasons. After this season, don't be surprised. Mnaweza fikiri he's staying there for pride, but I just might decide if a national team like Brazil comes knocking, what is stopping Pep from managing a national team right now? That's the only thing he hasn't conquered, a World Cup. He has completed football. What else does Pep need? Because Brazil right now, anyways, they are players. Brazil will always have players. They have never had a manager.
That's
so
football heritage.
My thinking pain akuaga hivi, there are 2 sides to a coin. Man City pia could have approached Pep, told him, you living on a free does not benefit us at all. Sindio?
Yeah.
Renew a contract. So hata kuna ile statement ilitoka ndio lota na hiyo Arid Kenya, it is not there. Whereby it was, if yes, Pep renewed a contract, but if he wants to leave, City will not stand in his way. And from whatever I've been hearing, Brazil are very much interested in him. So it might be, yes, I renew the contract, but it might be at some point, maybe I'll be BFA, I say, Menye Rosafi, I've done all I could for you. I've won you the one thing you desired all your life, a Champions League. If he leaves right now, Pep leaves with the held high. There's nothing wambia tiju Pep season ya mwisho kubeba ligi. Kichwa yake iko pale. So as a manager pia kuna zile achievements pia you want to unlock. You want to unlock the next level. And the next level for Pep right now is not bringing Man City back to its glory. No, it's going to a national team and lifting something. Yeah, niko sure Pep deep down in his mind, he was gambling on Euros for Spain. If Spain were going to be eliminated early, he knew De La Fuente was going to be in trouble. And he knew the Spanish FA will come approach me as the next. He was the obvious candidate for Spain, but you can never fire a winning manager.
You can't.
True or not, you can't, because if you look at Spain right now, De La Fuente alitoka kwa ile mentality ya Barcelona, Real Madrid. He decided Spain is so big. There's so many to this point nakutaga Real Sociedad was the team that had the most players in the Spanish team. So I think Pep's stay at Man City, you are fair to them back, and trust you me, Pep is going all out for that FA Cup.
You
All out.
whoever is going to stand on in Pep's way,
He's not standing on business.
But also, if you look at the relationship Man City has had with Pep, this is not a manager who will wake up one day and say, or maybe it's a surprise. It will be a good transition.
Yeah, good transition.
It will be a transition from him to the next manager. So I expect even the decision or the announcement will come early in advance. They probably even, you see how Fergie left, how Klopp left. Like, mapema.
It's going to be a process.
Yeah, it will be a
Yeye mwenyewe atasema anatoka.
yeah. So at least we're sure next season is there.
And who do you think comes, Andoni?
I'm not sure. I've had a couple of rumors, maybe Company, Ateta. I don't know.
Companies.
But CJ,
But the way you play, you should, and the players you have. If Ariola goes to Man City in transition, Klopp to slow, trust you me.
Wow, do not give Ariola manze Man City. Hapo.
Look at him with limited resources at Bournemouth, the kind of ball he has that team playing. Then you give him the resources Man City have. It's not just about the players they have, but also the resources. You want this player, yes, take. Simta dominate another decade.
Dan, let me ask you a question, and I like asking Man City fans this question. Do you think Pep Guardiola is the best manager that has ever managed a club in England?
In England, that's I'd say that's a 50-50. I'll do it 50-50 because him as a manager, I can say in all his career, he's the best manager.
Okay.
Yeah.
But in England, I feel like we have better names.
Okay.
Especially Fergie. No one can dispute Fergie's influence and how he did for Manchester United.
Yeah.
So, but in terms of setting records within a short span of seasons, then I'll give it to Pep Guardiola.
Okay.
Maybe as much as Fergie won 13. Nilikwambia the moment walichukua 4P, that is it. He made his name ni hivyo. Because if you look at longevity and the amount of trophies you've won in the amount of time you've been in a club, there's no manager who's ever done what Pep has done.
Yeah, for sure.
If you give him the 25 years, Fergie, how many years did Fergie manage Barcelona, Man City, Man United?
Man United.
It's almost 20 something, 25 of something. If you give Pep 25 years at Man City, in those 25 wins, you 17 EPLs comfortably.
Crazy, bro.
17.
Yeah. But also how football has evolved. I don't see we can't have the kind of coaches who stay in a club for so long.
Yeah,
things have changed. So
and also clubs are so much into business.
So in biz kama ajua time yakina Fergie, you could see Moyes staying how many seasons at Everton, you know. Coaches who is called Roberto Martinez, how many seasons did he stay as Everton? Managers used to like stick to a club for a long time. Naona siku hizi yuko like season 2 nje kama umeenda.
I like what you said because I feel as a football manager Pep is the best. Pep is the best. How he revolutionized football. Because there are things that Pep introduced to football that no other manager ever thought. And you see Pep is always a step ahead. When you guys think at umempata. Analeta kitu ingine.
Adjust, then other teams have to adjust to what is. It's like he's a pioneer.
Exactly. When you guys think that you're going to get a ball playing goalie. Anarudi kwa 4-4-2.
Ingia hapo
tega. Mnafikira kuzo 3-5-1 ama 3-5-2. Sorry, 3-5-2. Mkitaka mkicheza 3-5-2 yeye ana adapt to something else 2-3-5. But anyway, I think shout out to Pep, but we are happy to see City suffer.
Your suffering is our pleasure. But today don't suffer.
You guys were too good, bwana. I mean, things were going too well for City.
And unakuta second half of the season in Monday wanakupigia 18 wins, 1 draw.
Second half of the season.
You wonder.
But anyway, enough about Pep. I think we can all talk about what do you want to talk about? Do you want to talk about Chelsea? The London Cowboys. I'm going to quote you again.
Sikuwatch. Me after that tulifanyiwa, I gave up. Yani on yesterday is just like my mood went from Everton took it to 100, the Equalizers took it to 50, Arsenal killed it to 0. Anyways, it will be unfair to start with the Cowboys because they have been suffering. We just start at home. Yeah?
Your first loss at the Emirates.
Yeah, this season.
Yeah.
The most blunt game I've ever seen Arsenal play. No flair, no creative, no nothing. As in, I've just been there and wondering, is this Stoke City play? We have a Stoke. We were literally Stoke City yesterday without the corners now. As in, hata ile corner unangojaga moja, mbili, tatu, you try something. You only had one corner in a whole match. One. West Ham had our number. Graham Potter angekuwa anacheza hivyo Chelsea, at least hata angejaribu kidogo angekuwa na defend because I don't know what to talk about yesterday's game. As in, there's nothing to talk about.
Talk about mentality or lack of it.
Yeah.
We can't talk about mentality, something we don't have. The lack of us not having it.
Then talk about the lack of it.
Because midweek, Aston Villa do you a favor.
Yeah.
Na hiyo ndio inasemekana ndio na tunaitagwa bottlers because we lack that mentality whereby we keep praying on fans. Oh, Aston Villa has done us a favor. Wamefanywa favor na timu yako hizi jisaidia. You are within 1 win away from being 5 points.
Yeah.
And you're going to be 5 points behind a team you have to play. No, there's a game you and that team have to play.
Yeah.
The other 2 points you can gamble on someone else.
Yeah.
Having that opportunity, you have a game at home against an opponent that 2 points away from you last season that will have won you the league.
Yeah.
Trust you me, West Ham wametumaliza tu sasa hiyo na season ya ngapi ya pili kutumaliza kikombe. There's no, I don't see as cutting. Liverpool wakimanage to Feb was the most difficult month for Liverpool. Five games in a month, and of those 5 games away zimekuwa ngapi? Si wanaenda kucheza hii na kesho. 4 games away. Leo I mean. So if there was a time Arsenal had the chance to close the gap on Liverpool was this fair. But we matched them. If you draw, we draw. Now actually even went worse. We actually lost. Liverpool can only match us if they lose to Man City. But even if they lose, it's still an 8-point gap. Wewe tunatoa wapi points na Merino striker? As in, Sabiamana unaweza fanya ni Raheem Sterling.
Let me ask you a question, Vicky.
Yeah.
Because sometimes I normally blame how Arteta sees football. Because you see, Dan, there's a way you can play football. But for you to play the football, there's a way you're seeing it. There's a way you're interpreting it. Because Arteta decides, okay, fine, Sterling has not been. You're the one who called the loan.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It's not somebody. It's not Edu. When you say Sterling kuja, you knew at Chelsea he wasn't balling. You bring him to the club, okay, fine. You train this guy on a daily basis. Then you realize, oh, by the way, at Leicester, Merino gave me 2 goals, so he could be an outlet.
Let him start.
And you know, unajua vizuri, this guy, he cannot play as a forward. He doesn't have the pace. He doesn't have the gas to give you a press like Kai Havertz does.
And then can't do 1-9.
You can't do 1-9. So you guys, because me honestly speaking, you can never kofia. Me, I'm chilling. I am chilling.
You're now a tourist on football matters.
Bro, mimi kinipatia vitu za white kutoka Costo. Mimi and chill.
Na unakumbuka tukiwa hapa
lines hapo na ATM.
Tukiwa hapa mimi wewe na Zeus nikamwambia managers picked. This is why I told you why, because decision making pia shows how much our manager will develop. Sindio? The season you won with 5 points, we needed a finisher because we're creating the chances. We're never finishing. We never actually addressed that. Last season the same thing. Now here's the part of last season. Yeah, you let go of Nketiah, you let go of Reece Nelson, you let go of Fabio Vieira, you let go of Emile Smith Rowe. How many attacking options have I told you? 4th.
Fanya hivi.
Then at the end of the season, at the last freaking day of the transfer window, who is the best player to go for? Raheem Sterling, who is at a Chelsea, as in Chelsea, Madueke is by far better than you. Madueke is better than tungeendea Modric akuja abani wa kwetu.
Oh yeah, guys, we are going on a break. We're going on a break. Naona Vicky hapa. Vicky hapa is getting heated and he's having a cold beer. Yeah. So after this break, you will come and tell us what you think Arteta can do to salvage the season. It's a season to be salvaged.
Hakuna after the break hata mtu wa Liverpool anakuja kuchukua kikombe atakuwa hapa. Sasa tutamwambia nini?
Haya, sawa. See you after this break.
Haya.
Sawa. Hapo kuna mtu wa Liverpool manze amekam. Amepata hapo kiti yake iko tayari. Mic iko set up.
Ametarishwa kila kitu kama yatarishwa kubeba lini.
Do you wanna cook?
Hey, that's why I'm here.
Unaona venye umechelewa? That is how we are going to delay your title parade.
Lakini
we have delayed it ourselves.
Ni kama you are ile parade fulani ya corona sasa ndio mtaipiga proper. Parade delayed is not parade denied.
Anyway guys, this is Cristiano, a Liverpool fan. Cristiano, how have you been, man?
Nimekuwa fiti. Life is good, maze. I cannot complain.
Being a Liverpool fan must be nice, but
imagine drawing away to Everton, drawing away to
Aston Villa.
Yeah. And yet we have extended our lead.
Actually, you have actually made the gap bigger by a point.
By playing mmoja tukiwa first leg tulikuwa tunaambiwa we have not played any good sides. Kiasi tukaambiwa you have not faced the good sides away from home. Ndio hizo tumeface the good sides away from home. Tukadraw but
mwenye anawakimbiza.
Zimekuwa zinauma but I'll take them.
Okay.
Juu ukiangalia Everton the last 4 seasons actually tumewapiga Goodison only once.
Okay.
So actually hizo draws twice wametupiga. Last season wanasemanga fans Everton nashinda wakiimba you lost the league at Goodison. But at your time tulikuwa tushapigwa na Palace, tumedraw na United. Tulikuwa tusha check out.
Okay.
So I take those points. Hiyo Everton iliniuma lakini but it was a good derby, it was a good game. I liked the emotions in it. It was a proper football match. Hiyo nasema hii Aston Villa, Darwin Núñez, Al Nassr ama Al Ittihad. Man, Paul nasikia mlimkuja January.
Cristiano, which Premier League team will you sell Núñez to if you're given the chance?
Premier League team. Many teams need a striker.
Sama Man U anzia tu. Mbona unaogopa? Najua mnakuwa rivals but they need one.
Hakuna by the way hakuna kuwa na transfer direct from Liverpool to United or either
wapeni tu.
Okay, you where if you give me a chance.
If I were Richard Hughes, the sporting director.
Unapeana.
Where would you sell?
Imagine, I think he would be a good player for Arsenal. Arteta is known for unlocking players.
You can't unlock.
He unlocked Jorginho.
He hasn't unlocked
Havertz.
Hapana. Tumekuwa rehabilitation center.
Unaweza chukua huyo pia.
Manze jo.
Sterling is enough now.
Unajua Núñez akimprove finishing, passing, accuracy.
Umezihesabu mingi.
Consistency. He will become a good footballer.
Ama Núñez wa Uruguay in short.
No, Benfica.
Uruguay bro. Núñez when he get hata Benfica was bad but when you know even when he was at Benfica when he put on the Uruguay jersey.
He has Valverde playing behind him.
But I think he was a very raw player. He's still raw.
Yeah.
Juu alikuwa ametoka Uruguay huko one season alikuwa ameshine.
Okay.
Akaingia Benfica. Aliingia Benfica actually hiyo January walikuwa wameuza, umejua Benfica wamekuwa tu wanafanya hii money laundering. Wanauza kina Joao Felix 80 million, Gonzalo Ramos 90, Nunes ndio mwingine 80 million.
Kuna huyu jamaa wa Chelsea mwenye aliachwa na bibi akashine kidogo.
Enzo.
Tournament player. The best tournament player.
So I think is not just meant for this level.
Okay.
Juu tumejaribu, me personally nimemsupport sana.
Maybe I used to, even if you look at my twist past, except for this season, before that I used to say if Nunes gets his final ball correct, he will be a bad man, but there's no getting it.
But he's the
At
best
25
defensive striker in the league.
Yeah, because he will defend goals when
ukiangalia
he's one on
stats
one.
zake unaona ametrack back huko amewin ball, akapiga pass huko vizuri, wanamrudishia, then he doesn't know what to do.
Okay.
Actually game ya Aston Villa we should have won 4-2
Comfortably. He wasted
Comfortably.
2 clear cut chances too.
kuna ile he ran into Martinez, hata kuangalia juu before amfikie Salah was clearly open there na hakuna mse anamchase nigga,
Ilikuwa tu square the ball.
hata hiyo ball
Nani
inua tu
ametoka?
kiasi.
Nani ametoka?
Martinez ashacommit.
Ashakuja mbele. He has already committed. Same thing. Hata nilikwambia same thing last night with Palmer. Martinez had committed, even went, it already gone down. Palmer now thinks of cutting him back instead of lobbing the ball. Unaona? But anyways,
Okay, Cristiano, so you went to play Aston Villa midweek and you guys drew. It was a game that people were saying at some point Liverpool are going to drop points, right?
Yeah.
How did you feel at that point? Do you feel like now your team is slowing down? The team is feeling a bit of the pressure because now people are talking about if Liverpool drop points, then Arsenal wins 5 points. Then they go to play Manchester City. City might actually win because they lost to Real Madrid. You know those. Your narrative yote. Is it getting to the players?
I think to some point we like playing under pressure somehow.
Yeah.
Because if you look at even before the Villa game, I would like to go back to the Wolves game on Sunday.
Okay.
In the first half, we scored 2 early goals. We were looking sharp. The Wolves never attacked us.
Yeah.
Then in the second half, I think we just cooled down. We said, 2-0, it's a good
he had no
score.
attempt on goal.
But you can say we had a third goal, which was disallowed for offside, which I will talk about later. But I don't like complaining about referees like other teams.
So tutaje, unaona mali nataka.
Now, when we scored, it was in the 53rd minute.
Okay.
We hit the counter, Salah scored, but it was offside, which was not even checked.
Okay.
Then after that, I think it just got onto the players. Like, just the previous Wednesday, we had drawn to Everton 2-1, a late goal. So we were like, okay, let's cool it down. Let's stay calm. Let's protect the 2-0 lead.
Okay.
And we just allowed Wolves into the game and the pressure onto us. So I think the pressure was onto us, and even when Kwanzaa made the tackle, it was like, wow, that was a match-saving tackle, because people were thinking,
you guys were getting cooked or lie.
The players were thinking, it was just the other day we dropped points in the final minutes. Can it happen again today?
Yeah.
So I think even when we went into the Villa match, we were like somehow cautious, because I don't know who was playing wing that day, because we started with 4 midfielders and Salah and Jota. It was mostly Curtis Jones was roaming around there. You'd see Soboslai there. So, but the coach said it was because Diaz had played 3 games on 90 back to back. But of course, Gakpo is the other left winger, was out.
Okay.
So I understood the decision, but somehow Villa weren't that much threatening.
No, they weren't. Especially their right back Garcia.
He was a Garcia. But dropping points at Villa was not one of the worst results.
Okay.
Because I think they are unbeaten at home, I think in 15. Because Arsenal, you went there.
Yeah, just say, since Arsenal won there, no other team has won.
But they paid back at the Emirates.
They drew at the Emirates.
They took points off you.
Yeah.
I think they beat City there.
Yeah.
Yesterday they beat Chelsea again there, but I don't think Chelsea should be counted among the top teams.
They were title contenders at some point.
Yeah.
They were one Everton win away from topping the table.
That was a talk because of festivities. That ukiwa mtoi karibia ulikuwa unaongea mo
Unajua kuna nguo mpya zinaletwa.
Januari inakuja.
But I was really somehow disappointed that because we have had like 4 opportunities of taking, if we are the last time the highest lead we have had against you has been 9 points. Every time we have had a chance to take the digits to double figures, we have never done it.
Kwa hivyo hata leo hakuna.
We have never done it. But today we are under no pressure against a poor Man City side.
Hold on to that.
You feel you have never won.
No, Cristiano, hold on to that.
We beat them home and away in the Champions League.
That's
Cristiano, hold on to that. Let me done. Cristiano says they're under no pressure. Today you have a manager who has so much ego in Pep Guardiola, who feels like I need to win. I need to get this team back to where it's supposed to be. And unfortunately, he has this mountain he has to climb it. Because it's not going to be a walk in the park anyway. Even if you guys are under no pressure, it's not a game that Slot can comfortably just give it away. So then, how do you think you guys can capitalize and get 3 points today and cut the gap to Arsenal to 6 points?
Well, it's interesting that this
Why are you
conversation.
cutting it to 6 points?
Because
It's
Pep
already
is
8
chasing
points.
Arteta according to his words. I know where he's going.
It's interesting that this season, I mean, this game, the winners here will be Arsenal if Man City manages to win against Liverpool. I think you guys win. You're the biggest winners. Anyway, Etihad versus Liverpool. For this particular game, I'm saying us giving it our all. For the bragging rights and also to try and bring back our pride. And also, Anslot has been talking a lot, man, comparing himself with Pep. Man, he's like, mbona anabonga sana. So,
I stay humble, eh?
So I think this is a game we want to win. For us, it doesn't give us any much benefit in the title because we're already out of the title.
Top 4
but in the top 4 we'll solidify our position.
Only the top 4.
So this game, in as much as it's hard, I'm seeing us having a win over like a 3-2, 3-1 win.
And then it is a statement win, you know. These are Liverpool that is high flying. The Man City side that went to the Bernabeu and got torn apart. So you need to win at home.
And also like denting their mentality now. Then next they're playing Newcastle. I mean, you guys might be lucky.
Don't tell me
that's the problem.
I'm not buying
The problem is
I'm doing cups from now henceforth.
nasikia akiniambia it's an advantage to Arsenal. I'm even wondering advantage for what? My team will just go next midweek pia uone.
You don't play. You chill.
Ni chill.
You be given the
Mimi nataka manager.
Nataka manager. Na ulimpatia contract mpya. Cristiano. How do you see the game panning out today?
Okay, it would have been a different match if Arsenal had won against West Ham.
Totally.
Because the players would have it on their heads. The players we have seen before dropping points. We have been in a title race with City before, lost it twice with 1 point. So before we knew drawing a game, dropping points, you are out of it. But right now we have contenders. When we drop points, they match us. When we draw, they lose.
So you're saying it's okay to lose today?
No, it's not okay.
But
I feel like we'll play better with pressure off our back.
Okay.
Because I know this team, these players, some of them don't have that top mentality yet. There are some players, you can see the Salah, the Van Dijk, the Trents, those they have won it all at the club. They know what it takes. They know what it means for the players and the fans. But then there's other players who have never done it before. Now it's these players who have done it who have to push these other players and tell them this is how to do it and this is how we are supposed to do it. But otherwise, I still expect City to bring out their strongest team to play it the whole, because right now, even if they qualify for the Champions League, right now all everything. They are out in all cups, or they're still in the FA only.
Yeah, the FA.
There's nothing that they can do to salvage their season.
Okay.
So today it will just be bragging rights, just to show Liverpool we are still the big boys.
Okay.
Mamush versus Salah. Who's the great Egyptian?
We know the answer.
In this particular game, though.
It's about this game, not about history. It's about who owns who.
You say something interesting, because I look at Salah and Mamush, and I look at who Mamush is going to face. If he's facing Van Dijk and Konsa, and this other side, Salah.
It's Konate.
Konate is fit. Very much fit. Yes.
Okay, so it's Konate and Van Dijk, right? This side ingine, Nani is going to face. Oh my God, Mdanzanani, by the way.
They have like 12 center backs.
Yosko, Guardiola, and maybe Diaz.
Ruben Diaz.
Akuja of us to start after that.
Atanza right.
Atanza right. So ni Diaz, Luis Diaz,
Luis
start
Diaz.
today.
Not that you mentioned.
Katikati.
Gakpo, I think I've seen Gakpo is
It's still
much
a doubt,
fit.
but I see you starting Jota. If Gakpo is still a doubt,
Maybe
Jota will play on the 9. I think it will be Diaz, Jota.
Diaz.
There's Jota Salah.
Yeah.
So let's do a combined 11 for Man City and Liverpool.
Goalkeeper, it's unanimous.
The keeper.
Yes. Hata pe Alisson. Hata yeye mwenyewe atape Alisson.
Unapea Alisson?
I-
Without a doubt.
That is unanimous.
This season our goalkeepers wamekuwa very
Wait, Kamara.
Both of them.
But I think unpopular. Ederson has always been poor. He has always been covered by the defense. Now that the defense has been exposed, we see the true colors.
This is exactly what
don't talk that about the most
Highest assisting goalkeeper.
yeah.
The only thing he goes and plays midfield then.
He might give an assist today.
Yeah, 1-9 pale. Lakini saa 1-9 uko na Mamush na Konate. Yes. Mamush anapiga 1-9 pale uko na
Konate is a
Van Dijk
bully.
na Konate, bro. You know 1-9 now yezi work. But anyways, we are on combined 11. Alisson is unanimous.
Even right back is unanimous.
right back is unanimous on Trent.
Trent, yeah.
Yes.
It's a
Right?
fusion of
Because we can start the Azerbaijan harder.
yeah.
He's just unfair.
He just had a good game versus
I
Vinicius.
never saw that. You saw that Nini from Sky Sports when his debut against Chelsea. He had 2 passes, 1 error leading to goal, 1 yellow
Alikuwa
card.
na wasiwasi hiyo game, bro. Anyways,
No, I blame Pep though. Pep alimeka depend walai. Alimeka depend.
it's just like bra vanza alafu pop.
Sasa center back pairing.
So we know pia hata hiyo ni obvious.
It's obvious. Van Dijk Konate.
Van Dijk Konate.
Sasa
Sasa Ruben Diaz nakwambia amekuwa
Man
chini.
City.
The closest person actually Ake ndio angemake, but he has been so inconsistent with fitness.
Okay.
Van Dijk has been there the whole season. Konate has just missed like what 3 or 4 games.
5 actually.
5, but the others he has played, he has shown.
You know, those
Hata
5
Konate
games.
mwenyewe alisema they're the best CB pairing in Europe. Konate alideclare mwenyewe.
He said, you know,
Van Dijk not the best in Europe.
guy likes pushing agendas.
No, it is
I
not.
saw the
It
whole
is not
interview.
Konate saying. He said you're the best. They're
But,
the best CB
you know,
pairing in Europe.
He was asked, it was a Sky interview.
Yeah.
He was asked, this season, you have the best record in the league.
Okay.
At that point, we had only conceded 1 goal in the Champions League.
Yeah.
He was asked, do you consider yourself the best pairing?
Yes, he said yes.
He said, this season, on the level we have been playing on,
Yeah.
I consider as the best. But over the last few years,
Okay.
I've not been consistently playing. So over the all the years,
Yeah.
you cannot say we are there
Yeah,
and we have not been.
Lakini alisema lini this season.
Yes, he
kwa
did not
hivyo.
lie.
Sawa. We will have that Konate and Van Dijk as the best pairing on this game.
Yeah.
Right?
Juu Ruben is the actually to Man City Ruben has not been your best CB. It has been Ake when he's fit.
Yeah,
True or not?
yeah.
Facts.
Yeah, so,
On the left, but me, I'll go with Josko.
Easy, I'll give that one easy.
Yes, because Robertson ameisha.
Robertson.
ameisha.
I've seen Robertson, bro. That boy. He has just, I think age is catching up with him.
Yeah, I think it's the age.
He's lost his legs. Man cannot even focus. Even that Wolves goal, the first pass, which was the crossfield ball.
Yeah.
He was the only one in no one's land. He was the one keeping the man offside. There's sometimes Van Dijk just looks at him. He wants to beat him, but he just respects the guy.
Nakumbuka ile game gani Trent alipikwa niko na Van Dijk alimwangalia tatu kumpiga bro.
Because the Trent was just
Shida yako ni gani?
he didn't even run to the defense, just talking.
Yeah, so
Then who am I taking as the DM? Are you taking Nico Gonzalez or
bro
Gravenberch?
Brian has been on another level.
Nico Gonzalez has just played 2 games or 3 games for City.
He has played perfectly versus Newcastle. That's the only thing you can say about.
Yeah.
But sometimes I saw it's like 8 years. In 8 years, Newcastle have never scored a goal in the Etihad.
Okay.
Pale inakuwa
So sometimes I can say that was just a purple patch or just a bad game for Newcastle.
No, it is Man City this season they are back 1 minute wako back so it is that game where Man City were finally back for a minute. But anyways, Gravenberch, my guy.
Gravenberch has
Namona gatu hivi naona TP5 pale.
That guy has
Simplicity in football
for Liverpool this season.
You know, like simplicity in football, but the elegance in what you're doing with that ball.
Yeah.
But if he just improves his final ball, he will become a very top 40. He'll become a table 1 midfielder.
A good thing is he has a good manager.
And he's still young.
And then he has a manager who saw, yes, naturally you're supposed to be an 8, but try do this.
Yes.
And the moment he was given that trial, he has not put a foot wrong in it.
All right, so the next the 10, we're gonna have the 10 before we go to the wingers.
No, but kwani utaki kuwe na 8?
8, not 10, 8, sorry. 8.
So it is McAllister versus who? Is it Bernardo?
Gundogan.
Cover. It's cover.
Just put your World Cup medal on the table, then we can speak.
Because Cover hasn't had a bad season.
That's a good pairing.
Because Cover without Rodri,
McAllister and Cover.
amejaribu. Me, I'll give Cover his flowers. He really tried this season.
But McAllister is a technical player.
Yeah.
He can put in the tackles. He can put in the shift. If you want him to go 6, he can still play 6.
Yeah.
We have seen
are we going with tackles or are we going with technicality? Because now
technicality, McAllister is better than
the thing
Kovacic.
about a lab Cover is the ability on the ball. Anajuaga press
But he never
resistance.
loses the ball. Yeah.
Very press resistant.
Oh, no. So this one is a tough one.
That's a tough one, by the way.
It's a tough
McAllister, I will take McAllister.
But I'll take McAllister
I'll
for
give Kovacic
moments.
some.
Moments. The moments is given Liverpool this season. I'm watching their games thinking uko like
scored against Madrid.
Yeah,
assisted against City in the same week.
Yeah. Okay.
So this is a tough one.
It's a tough one.
It's not as tough as you think.
It is. According to how Cover has been playing for Man City here, we have to give him his flowers as much as Man City has.
But which position has he been playing consistently?
6.
Yes, and we are looking for an 8.
Looking for an 8.
Juju McAllister has been sticking to the 8.
So
who are you picking 10 at 10 for City? Because a lot of people have been playing there.
Today, I think Foden will start there.
So it is Foden against Bozo. I'll pick Foden, but Miss Bozlazai pale nika Odegaard flick the hair, look at the camera,
No, don't disrespect Sobo like that, man. Sobo can run for 90 minutes without getting tired.
Even Odegaard runs too.
But
and he presses too. So
and he scores. I've never seen Odegaard scoring.
How many goals does Bozo have this season?
He has 4 goals in the league.
So how many more than Odegaard?
I don't know. I don't care about him.
How many assists does Bozo have?
He had 2 against Spurs. 1 against. He has a 3 or 4.
Maybe even if Foden is a cripple, I'll still pick Foden.
I'm not picking Foden in my team.
Yeah, I'll pick Foden.
How? Because he just scored 5 games. He ghosted the whole season since the PFA.
Amescore hat-tricks, ndio. Hiyo ni game moja, baki bao moja ufikia Spurs za season.
You look at the consistency. Foden I think has 6 goals. And he scored just recently when they were playing Everton, the Leicesters, Wolves, the easier fixtures. That's when I remember there was a time in December Foden only had one goal.
Hata before
I've
December,
never
alikuwa
seen a
decide.
PFA player of the year from the previous season
Disappear
fall
like
off
that.
so bad
But-
as Phil Foden.
Bugoja Crispino, what's happening to Foden by the way? Because the level of is he this is the problem I think.
alikwambia story ya
Yeah,
bibi.
niliwashow.
No, story ya bibi.
Sawa.
alikwambia hii season watu Man
Okay,
City na
Foden.
mabig.
Foden, what is his natural position?
I think he's a 10.
He's a 10,
because he's
He's a
not a
10.
right winger.
but right now Man City are looking for a KDB replacement. Why can't even there was a time Foden we were saying, hey, there's a time Foden will push KDB out of this team.
Yeah.
KDB has been out, Foden has been there, and he has not been performing.
Yeah.
And when
They want to buy Wits from Liverpool.
Florian.
I love the funniest thing is they sold the best person who was replacing KDB last season when he was not there.
Yeah.
They feel the pain of Julian, my guy.
Man, it's painful,
That was painful.
Julian,
I
selling
think-
Julian
I
was
think
a
for
painful
Foden,
thing.
by the family issues and everything, he's a system player. So when one person is missing in that system,
He struggles.
he just struggles.
Does not click.
It doesn't click. You see the way Odegaard is being exposed because
Yeah.
he doesn't have
Bukayo.
Bukayo
And Ben White
people who are
pale.
going and
Bro
Ben
is
White.
Because
hiding
inakuwaga
behind
perfect
players.
trio.
Yeah,
Usually,
he's a captain.
it is a trio of three players who click when they play together. Bukayo, Bukayo, Odegaard, and hata before White pace is crucial to that trio. Yeah, but anyways, umesema Bozo, unapea nani?
And Zoboslai, bro. Zoboslai.
Cannot go Foden off 6 games. Foden,
So-
if you look,
So tuangalie tu consistency
Consistency of the player.
So
The
if you look at the consistency of the season, then Dominic gets it.
Dominic gets it.
Yeah.
yes.
We don't have to argue about Salah on the right wing.
Right wing is already obvious.
You have you
Number
have
9
your-
pia, number 9 pia, we don't have to argue.
Yeah.
So Salah and Haaland are obvious. Now we go to the left.
Wait, is Haaland playing today?
I don't think.
No,
It was 50-50.
Is 50?
As at
I think
yesterday.
he'll play.
He'll play.
I think
The way he said about his knee for the Champions League.
Anacheza. Producer asema ni kama anaweza kuwa available.
Haaland anacheza? Okay.
Nice.
Sawa.
on a team news.
Team music.
Haya. Sasa left. Who do we put at left?
Left, you go with Diaz.
Luis Diaz,
Don't
because
like-
Man City is
Man,
nani
that
mko naye.
Diaz guy.
So if Haaland is playing, essentially Mamouche will be the
Yeah,
10
Mamouche.
for Man City. So we have to revisit something. Tuleka Foden 10 kama Haaland yuko, turudi nyuma kidogo. Tuweke Mamouche kama 10 wa Man City. Si tumesema consistency pia. As much as Mamouche has not been in the league, we have seen him somewhere else. True or not? So between Mamouche and Szoboszlai, wacha to revisit.
So
hapo.
Boslai,
Zoboslai.
just call him Dominic.
Jina ni ngumu. So between Dom and Mamouche. Between Dom and Mamouche. Wacha tutoe Foden kidogo. Because at the end of the day, right now, if everyone is playing for Man City, who plays as your 10? Si ni Mamouche.
Yeah.
Mamouche ni anayeko nyuma ya Haaland as the 10.
Push your agenda.
Yeah,
Wacha,
agenda.
let's just take Mamouche on the 10.
Ni venye Man City tumeweka Liverpool mingi. Mpaka inakaa
No,
ni kama
if you put it like that,
Yeah.
then Mamouche takes it.
yeah.
Because if you're going to play Haaland as the 9,
Yeah, so
I don't mind it, by the way.
Mamouche already has
Mamouche
shown
now
us
has to play at 10
he can play very well
as a 10.
when Haaland is drifting inside.
Yeah.
He has the quality. Yeah, so we have. We
I
can
don't
take
mind Mamouche on
So
the 10.
Yeah.
Dom Toredo. Yeah.
Hiyo jina ni ngumu Viki. Nitakuandikia text.
David, but anyways, so if memory serves me right, Alisson,
Yeah.
Trent, Van Dijk, Konate, Josko, Gravenberg, McAllister, Mamouche,
Yeah.
Haaland, Salah, Diaz.
Yes, yeah.
Hey, but Diaz.
Diaz, you know a funny thing about Diaz?
Yeah.
Diaz scored like eight goals
At the beginning of
between
the
August and December. Since then, he has scored only 1 league goal
Or-
and 2 assists.
Is Gakpo fit today? Because I feel
He's
if
fit.
Gakpo is fit,
I would prefer Gakpo,
Gakpo ni hata
but then
hapo
we are not sure about
anyways,
Gakpo.
at the end of the day, even if it's Gakpo, even if it's whoever, there's no Man City player getting there. So
Yeah,
City who plays on the left?
Savinho sometimes.
Doku.
sasa Savinho, Doku, Grealish,
Grealish.
nani unaweka hapo?
Grealish.
None.
Grealish.
Me, I'll just put Savinho
As
for
in,
the
it is
takers.
whoever was replacing
are.
the other had to be replaced.
All right, guys, thank you so much for watching this show. Crispiano, thanks for coming through. Dan, thanks for coming through. We're going to be next. We're going to have another show on Sunday. As we watch today's game, mmeona meza hapa leo ni City Liverpool affair.
Sasa,
This has been real. It's been at the Beer District, guys. Thanks all for coming through.
cheers.
Vicky, ulikuwa kusema kitu?
Nilikuwa sema meza next game week labda iko ni flag ya Man U na Arsenal and it means nothing. So
All right, guys. It's been real.